So coming this September, Sony will be releasing their next big exclusive, that is The Last of Us Part 1 Remake. Now you're thinking, hold up, that's a game that came out back in 2013 on the PlayStation 3, then got remastered for the PlayStation 4. So is it now just getting another remaster for the PlayStation 5? Well, it's not really a remaster, it is a remake. And what that means is that they took the original game from the PS3 and they've basically reworked everything from the ground up to basically run on their latest engine and everything from the graphics, everything from the gameplay mechanic has been all revitalized to basically be at the same standard as Last of Us Part 2, because over the years they have come up with new innovations in their in the core of their game mechanics and gameplay and graphic fidelity, and they want to basically give Last of Us Part 1 an entire overhaul, one that is next gen and suitable for the PlayStation 5 and also to be available on PC, and will be making its debut sometime in September. Now, a new trailer came out which acted as a bit of a deep dive to give us more details on what we can expect from this big upgrade for an old game. Everything from graphical upgrades, new features, enhancements that make the game more accessible. It's going to even include a permadeath mode where if you die once, you repeat the whole game. There's going to be a speedrun mode for those who really want to test how fast they can finish the game. And then there's even a photo mode where you can kind of pause the game and take pictures from different angles, use all sorts of filters. This is a feature that Sony has been utilizing for most of their exclusives and now will be available for The Last of Us Part 1 Remake. But the biggest technical overhaul is that Last of Us Part 1 is going to be native 4K with a targeted 30 FPS or even a dynamic 4K with a targeted 60 FPS display. And if you're on PC, it will definitely have an ultra-wide screen option as well. Now, here's the thing. All these amazing accessibilities, the game's graphics completely revamped. Even the gameplay mechanics have been somewhat shaken up to be a lot better and smoother. But the thing is that this game is being released for $70 when it comes out. And this is a remake for a game that came out in 2013, and that's why some gamers out there have been giving mixed reception, sometimes even negative, saying I'm not gonna pay full price for a game that came out in 2013, no matter how many upgrades you've put in there. But the developers have went on social media and they have been defending their case, saying that believe us, when it comes to this remake, there is a lot of work that was put into it, a lot of effort and tremendous amount of changes were put into the game, enough that it merits that price point. But I'm still on the side of those consumers, those gamers who feel that $70 for a game that came out back in 2013, no matter how many upgrades and overhauls, $70 is a lot. And here's one thing that I am definitely going to criticize them for, is the fact that they've removed the multiplayer mode, the factions MP. And that's for me is just like, so you're cutting out content and you're charging more for it when it was originally supposed to be in the main game. So that's where I feel like I'm getting less for what I'm paying for. They did the same thing with the Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy remaster to the PS5 and also a port to the PC, but no multiplayer mode whatsoever. Why are they cutting content that was originally in the main game or in the older versions of the game? I know that maybe for them, they believe that there's a lot more work that they need to do with multiplayer, but I feel if you're gonna go for the whole package, go all the way, and that means even the multiplayer mode. So for me personally, I don't see myself getting The Last of Us Part 1 Remake. I'm a huge fan of the first game. I've played it multiple times, but I don't see myself wanting to play it in a next-gen look and feel. Maybe for those who have yet to ever experience The Last of Us in any kind of way, yes, I recommend that you do definitely get it. This is probably the definitive version of the game, but it is one that doesn't have as much content as the original, especially with the multiplayer mode being removed. For me, that's a big no-no. But if you feel different otherwise, do share your thoughts and opinions. Text me 4215 Itzalat or do. If there's any potential remakes that you hope that developers could work on for older games, classic games out there that have not seen the limelight of any kind, but you hope that maybe a studio could pick it up and give it the much needed treatment that it rightfully deserves. I'm still waiting for Medieval 2 remake to come out. Sony, please make it happen. All right, so let's take a short break, and coming up next, we'll be talking about the highlights from the San Diego Comic-Con, as they have unveiled all sorts of new trailers and teasers for upcoming movies, shows, and games. Really exciting. And guys, don't forget, stay locked and stay tuned right here to the Evening Buzz to learn more about it.